Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and my latest review on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale training version of Wonder Woman from the solo film. Wonder Woman, I have to say solo film because there was a Dawn of Justice movie and we did get a Hot Toys Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman figure, and here she is in all her gorgeous glory, and yep, she's very nice. Now this version though, I do have to say, someone asked me on Instagram, they said if you had to say which one is the best, I'd say this one wins by a fraction, just because it's undeniably Gal Gadot. You know, it's the likenesses, they killed it. Some people still saying it's not 100%. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I look at it, I see her, I think certain angles like slightly askew, that works well. Zoom in, yeah, I mean, I really they did a great job there. This guy just dead on again. Yeah, very good. On the side, yeah, I think it's a home run. The hair tied back doesn't move. It's just there, stuck in, you know, just a straight downward position. No wire or any posability there, which would have been nice, but you know, it is what it is. But the likeness, I think, is just fantastic, and the outfit is simple, and you know, it's there's really not much to it. It's quite a basic, simple outfit, really. It's done well. You've got your kind of leather strap, which I haven't actually even felt yet. Let me just see. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's like plastic maybe. Feels very tough, so that's going to be fine over time. Her, what would you call it, a corset or armor, some kind of thing like that. This is also feels like kind of plasticky, so that feels nice and tough. It hasn't hindered any articulation really so far. Like I said in the unboxing, around the edge at the bottom of the skirt all the way around in the film is a lot more dirty and weathered than this. In person it does look a bit more weathered. On camera it just comes across really sort of bright and clean, but I don't think I'd go so far as to do any, I have to be careful not to do any upskirt stuff, man. She's really, it's a short skirt, it really is. So yeah, I don't know if I'd bother weathering that. It's fine as it is. A lot of people comment on the legs, including myself. I don't know if that's coming across too well with the lighting the way it is at the moment, but they're very realistic because of the muscle tone and just the skin tone and just the way they look. Very realistic. And with the old version of, well, with the first version, the knees were covered, so we never really saw them, but you'd be surprised how much I went northern then for a minute. The shoes, they're alright. They just are what they are. They're kind of like, they almost look like the same skin tone as her feet, and there's really no detail on her feet. What there is that you can see is very little, not much detail, but it's fine. I mean, it's movie accurate, kind of sandally kind of design with the leather straps going up. The gauntlets pretty much the same as the first version. God Killer sword, really nice. Lovely detail on that. Very nice. Gloves are the same, or are they slightly darker than these ones? I believe they are. So the strapping around the hand is slightly lighter on the training version. But yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with it. We'll get some poses happening, get a bit more of a in-depth comparison with this version, and see how she stacks up. But I can tell you, it's a fantastic figure, and if you're on the fence, jump off the fence onto the side where people are buying it, because that's where you should be. That's going to be intense. Look at that angle right there. How good does that look? It looks so real. That looks amazing. Alright, let me change up the pose. That looks cool. I'm digging that. Would I leave her like that long term? I don't know. I'd say you'd be okay. Nothing's too stressed out. It looks a little bit strange. I mean, look at the muscle tone though. Is that, I don't know if that's supposed to kind of go in like that, but it's just, you can see the seam under the arm there. I mean, you know, I can forgive that as long as it's on the inside of the arm and not the outside. I haven't noticed it on the outer arm, you know, the most visible part. Let's check out that. That looks awesome. I think this version of Wonder Woman would make a great statue. You know, if Sideshow got on it and, you know, brought their A game, like they sometimes do with their statue work, I think they could do a really good training version Wonder Woman statue. Maybe Prime 1 or doing a statue of this. I don't know. But I think that'd be a pretty sweet pose. Something like that. Anyway, if we could get the arm fully raised up like He-Man style. That's what I was thinking. She-Man. That looks pretty sweet. That was the little trick I showed you in a previous video of how to get the shield to attach to her back. So I guess you'd have to go back and watch that video. It's about 2 minutes long, and it was about 2 videos before this one. Oh, that's savage. Brutal. Brutal pose action. Trained and ready for battle. Well, don't ask me what's going on with the legs, but yeah, I tell you, I figured out a little trick with that hair, with that little ponytail at the back there. I just managed to just pull it around and put it over her shoulder to get a bit of movement. Actually, looks pretty sweet. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Motion. Life. I like it. I need to sort her legs out, obviously, but I couldn't figure out what to do with her legs, to be honest. I was trying to come up with a really interesting battle kind of stance for her, but they're always a little bit hard to work with, these Wonder Woman legs. They haven't really improved much from this version. But yeah, at least I was able to bring that ponytail around over the shoulder. I don't think you're really supposed to, because it was very, didn't feel like you were meant to do it, but I think we'll be okay. I'll let you know. Let's try some more. That looks awesome. And remember who showed you that trick with the hair first. I didn't see one blogger picture with that. So you saw it here. Go ahead and you take that, you store it in your brain so that when you get your figure, you got that little extra option for your posing. Be careful though, I don't want to go staining my shoulder. I don't know, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'll just put it back again. Look at that. Yeah, that looks good. Just adds a little more life to an already ridiculously realistic looking piece. Well guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you down on the iconic cross arm pose, when she bashes those two gauntlets together. I just can't get those arms to reach across like that. And I don't want to push this figure too hard, it's expensive, I don't want to break it. I already broke an ankle peg, which I fixed, so that's no problem, but that scared the hell out of me. And I really don't want to break her shoulders or her arms or whatever. So afraid I can't bring you the cross arm pose. But I saw the bloggers do it, so, still messing around with that ponytail. As I mentioned in the unboxing, I wasn't able to get the arms too flat down by her sides, but if you do that technique where I can't really do it one-handed, but you kind of push the arm up into the shoulder and then push it towards the body, you kind of get a bit of extra movement. And I have got them pretty close now, about as close as you want them really. And I guess if you turn the arm as well and turn that elbow inward, that would make that even better. The wind's blowing, but that looks a little bit, like it's not meant to be doing that sort of thing. There she is. That's Miguel. It's an awesome piece, man. Really, really, really great. I do have a bit of a dry elbow situation. She needs some oil of Olay or olive oil, like some cream, whatever the hell it is. A little bit of dry elbow action. Nothing serious. You can barely really make it out, but yeah, a little bit flaky in places. But I guess that's just the way it is with this body. It is a really good body though. It feels very tough. It's like, I think there's a metal skeleton inside it. Obviously Hot Toys not the first one to go full endo inside one of these silicone skin bodies. I don't know if this is Skeleton. It's a combination of silicone and skeleton. But the Firesin stuff, they use like a proper, like almost endoskeleton metal skeleton inside the silicone bodies. But I'm not sure exactly what Hot Toys are using, but it certainly is working. And it's still early days. So I would, be wondering what a Wonder Woman figure from Hot Toys would look like in about 5 years. Interesting. But nothing to complain about here. I'm really liking it. I think it's fantastic. It's just a hell of a good looking piece. It's going to look amazing on display just with all the other figures around it. She's really going to stand out. She's really got power and presence. She really is Wonder Woman. Alright, now I've got the torch on the phone. So we can, there's no getting away from it. You've just got a nice big bright LED shining right in their faces. So I've put the hair over her shoulders on the Dawn of Justice version. I swear to God that's the girl from Ash vs Evil Dead. Google it, and I can't remember her name, but there's Bruce Campbell and his two kind of sidekicks, and one of them's female, and I don't know the actress's name, but this just looks like her. It looks like her dressed up as Wonder Woman. Now that I've seen this, I don't know, the lighting will change and it will look like Gal again. Like outdoors, it looked fantastic. I remember doing the True Light review on this, but it really does look like the girl from Ash vs Evil Dead in this lighting. Tonight, the way I'm looking at it right now, that's what I'm seeing. And harsh light. We've got a light coming underneath. We've got the big LED here beaming right in the mush, and the light from the phone as well. And it still looks like Gal Gadot. Let's just get right in on the eyes. Amazingly done. That is incredible. Sorry about the shakiness, but I'm trying to stay as still as I can. Even the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the makeup around the eyeliner, and just the little freckles on her skin, little freckles on the cheekbones, the nose, the chin, forehead, the way the hair kind of meets the skin, tiny little hairs. Insane. Really good. I mean, these guys, these ladies and gentlemen, are the ones responsible for making this. Absolutely amazing stuff. I mean, I've been collecting Hot Toys figures now for about getting on definitely 10 years, maybe 11 years now that it's July, I think. So I've seen the leaps and bounds that all these companies have been taking. I mean, especially Hot Toys. Love them or hate them, you gotta admit they keep getting better. Not in every single aspect and not in every regard, but basically just as far as delivering a realistic shrunk down actress or actor or creature or machine or robot, whatever. They're good. They're really good. It's awesome. Well, I was seeing this in the pictures in some of the early videos, and I was thinking, does it just literally just balance in there or what? And it goes in quite a little bit, tip-wise, just the tip, and it just rests in there nicely. It's a really nice sword, the God Killer, with all the scribe etched into the blade and the hilt. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Ain't no sword expert, but looks like a fine one to me. So yeah, that's just plastic painted gold, like your buddy G did it. Instant class, takes it up a level. The shield is lovely, very well done. Lovely detail, very well painted. Absolutely expertly done. This side, you've got your little straps, so the arm goes through and it just sits on there nicely. Not glued in very well. Which one was it? Yeah, this one. I went to put it on her arm just now to show you it on her rather than me holding it, and that just came right on out. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to super glue that. Where are you? Super glue. Where's my super glue? There's my super glue. She's got this little strap thing that goes around her elbow or something. I can't remember this from the movie, but there is a little bit in the instruction manual about putting this on and then putting the gauntlet over the top, and I guess it just kind of sits about there. I'm not going to bother. I don't care about that. Here is the bow. This is really nice. And yep, the string does say in the instructions you can pull it to a certain amount. It's actually got quite a lot of give to it there. You could probably get it way more than that. Let's just pop it down on the green leather, the fine green surface. Let's just take a look at the detail. Yep, that's nice. I'm liking that. Very cool. I think that's my first. I've got a crossbow, Vampirella. Thanks for that. But this is my first proper, bow and arrow kind of situation. It's a classy one too. Kind of reminds me of something that the the elves from Lord of the Rings would rock as they march over the hills to save the day at the very last moment. The inconsiderate bastards. Hand-wise, she's got 2 fists on at the moment. You get a relaxed hand, a hand for holding, I guess, the shield, or if you want to have her holding the sword in this hand, or holding all of the arrows at the same time, which is something I did in the True Light review, and that looked rather nice. The moose knuckle, the drawing back of the bow hand. Yeah, and the other hand for holding swords, shields, whatever you want to have her holding. Why not have her dual wielding? Now that we've got this sword, now that we've got this sword and the God Killer, I'm going to have this Wonder Woman right here, this Diana Prince 1/6 scale figure made by Hot Toys out there in Hong Kong. I'm going to have her, if I can ever get you to let go of your sword, let's have her dual wield. Yes. Damn, check that out. She is dual wielding. 2 swords, double trouble. She's got the God Killer in one hand and Smite in the other. Ha! Ready to strike you down for your sins. You could strike me down. Twice. Looks good. Looks real good. That's the thumbnail right there. Maybe that's the thumbnail. So many choices. I have to make a decision. Batman's coming tomorrow. Got to get this review done. It's the wee hours of the morning now. Got to get to sleep. Got to get mentally prepared for what's to come. Will the Beast be challenged for the #1 spot? Only time will tell. Act 2 gal. Dual wielding. You could leave it like that, long term. Nothing's being stressed out. As long as you got yourself this version as well. Why not? Duel it. Alright, I know you want it, so I'm going to give it to you. You want an articulation test, you want to see what she can do. Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and show you then, aren't I? Let's start with the head. Okay, let me get her upright first. She's a little bit hunched over from the previous pose, dual wielding the 2 swords of death. Let's just get her standing upright. Yeah, alright. So she can look down quite a lot. That ponytail does tend to flare out a bit, but we can just call that, the wind. The wind's doing that. She's looking over a cliff. This is a nice little backdrop. She's looking down off the cliff, and the wind's blowing a ponytail up. Anyway, she can look. Be careful. You don't want to, ruin the paint or whatever it is on her neck. She can look up a bit too. I don't want to go too mad with the looking up thing, but yeah, she can kind of look up. That's not really looking up, is it? That's more just looking straight ahead. Well, I ain't going to push her any further than that. I'm sure she can look up a little bit more than that if you work the neck a bit more, but I'm very wary of these neck areas, especially, with heads joining onto necks. You got to be careful. Even if you are careful, there's still a chance that eventually you might sort of rub away the very sort of top layer of skin. All right, let's get these arms up. They feel good and sturdy. A little too sturdy sometimes. Yikes, I don't like being the guy sometimes who has to do this, but that's what I'm here for. Show you guys what's up, give you the 411. Let you know what's really going on. Alright, holding out those arms like a champ. Look at the muscle tone, look at the definition. It's good. It's real good. Let it come round. Let's see that back. Let's see those, whatchamacallums. I don't know what any of the muscles are called, but look at the way. Look, that's real. Right there. It looks real to me. Yeah, very, very cool. And you saw how sort of tough it was getting those arms up there. They ain't going anywhere now. I think they probably would come down on their own gradually after a little bit. Maybe a little bit over some time, but now I do want to give you the articulation demo, but I also don't want to break this figure because I really like it and I want to keep it forever, or as long as it lasts. Get a bit of dry skin off her sometimes. I'm sweating like a PIG up in here. So yeah, the movement in the arms, it's always been a bit of a tricky one with these Wonder Woman bodies, but she will do a lot of the stuff that you want her to do. Good movement. Just a bit scary, man. It's still a little bit alien to me. I mean, it feels different to a Firesin body. They're the nuts, man. I mean, if I find the right skin tone Firesin body, I'll just get 2 of those down the line and just replace this Hot Toys stuff, because it's really great muscle tone though. I mean, I won't knock that. It's just, you saw the sort of flaky skin thing on the arm there. So articulation, well, most of the movement as far as looking down and looking up is coming from where the legs join onto the torso. That's this little bit here. That's where most of that movement's coming from. Yeah, a fair bit of, oh, that's quite a decent turn there. If I just sort of come back, let you see how much she actually is turned at the waist. That's quite a lot. That's probably even more than humanly possible. So she's got good waist articulation. I didn't expect that. And let's just show you the leg articulation. I tried this before, and easy to get the leg up like that, and easy to get it back. And I guess you could probably pretty much do the splits as well. Yes, you can. Nothing stopping you there. The legs look very realistic because the knee's showing and all the muscle tone and stuff. The knee can bend. This one doesn't seem to want to move any more than that. I think you could do a little bit more. You got your ankle articulation there. That's the one that I broke and fixed, so you can see that's all working good. No problems there. Yep, so you could get her to stand on a rock or something, or put her foot up on something and maybe look like she's just defeated someone. Something like that. Alright, I don't mean to be rude, but I'll just show you what's going on underneath the skirt. I mean, obviously there's nothing there other than just joints. So you can see there, it's just 2 big ball joints, and they probably will pop out if you move the leg too much, but I wouldn't think it would be a problem. You just put them right back on again. So that's how that looks. Yeah, I think that's about it for articulation, man. I'm getting nervous. I just don't want to touch this thing anymore. I just want to get her in a good pose, and then every now and then I'm going to change it up, but because it's all basically just skin, I don't want to be messing around with that too much. I've got to see what I can do about this little flaky bit of skin here that's playing on my mind. I'm sure someone out there knows some cool little technique about how to fix that. It's like, not too bad though. The more I sort of rub away at it, it sort of gets a little bit better. Alright, well, articulation wise, yeah, she's pretty good. I'd say she's the same as the other one, really. I wouldn't say there's like a huge improvement in articulation or anything like that. Basically the same. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Got a big day tomorrow. The Hot Toys 1/4 scale Batman begins. Batman will be here, and I've got a lot of work to do once that shows up. Give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Absolutely fantastic figure. Very confident in telling you, go ahead and pick it up if you're interested. It's a fantastic piece. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.